Hi everyone, thank you very much for stopping by and returning to the old world. At the time of recording, it's just a few days after the Warhammer Day preview, and the internet has gone bonkers. There's all sorts of information and rumours starting to circulate, so I think it would be a really good idea to do a little bit of a roundup of what we've seen so far. Let's start with what we actually know as part of the preview. We were told there's going to be a Warhammer Old World website set up. That now exists. Warhammer Community now has a tab for the Old World. That's in place. You can see it. That's great. And we know what the Bretonnian offering will be upon release. As part of the preview, we were told that the Warhammer Old World release date would be early 2024, with the product being one of the first things to be released next year, so in 2024. But now things get a little bit more interesting. So since that time, what's happened? Well, there's been a tweet which was quickly deleted, but not before lots of people say they screenshotted it. That says releases February 2024. And to be honest, in my mind, that fits in pretty much perfectly with what we're being told about early 2024. So could well be reliable. But obviously, we are looking at things on the internet here, so take with necessary pinch of salt, both for that and for literally everything else that I'm about to spout. Because we've also got information about other releases coming down the tracks. The Tomb Kings, for example, are going to receive a new character on Chariot model, which can be made up either of the, say, Tomb King, a Lich, or a Normark. So there looks like there could be quite a lot of variety in the way you use this particular chariot, which will be interesting, I'm sure, for people who are intending to jump down the Tomb King route upon release. As for other releases down the track, we're looking potentially at an Orc and Empire side-by-side release later in the summer of 2024, with August to September time being speculated. And as part of this, we're hearing that there'll be a new Orc Warlord / Shaman on Wyvern model being released, and a new Orc Boar Chariot. Now, as iconic as the Wyvern is, I think both of these kits are well up there on the list of things that deserve a bit of love and replacement. The Orc Boar Chariot, as nice as it was, is very, very old, predating even the 8th edition Orc Boar Boys. It's been around forever. It could easily be made a bit more dynamic, a bit more interesting, and they've already got the Orc Boar models because they updated the cavalry. And I think the new boars do look a lot better than the old ones, so that would be a bit of an easy fix. And having a new Orc character on a Wyvern is going to make a great centerpiece model to any Orc and Goblin army. It truly is sort of the iconic way for your warlord to be presenting himself, even if it's not the most effective way of using them on the tabletop. Delving further into the rumours that have come out, in the immediate aftermath of the preview, we're also hearing about the Empire. So we're seeing 3 new kits, or 3 redos of old kits of the Empire: Knights, Militia, and the Great Cannon. Now, the Great Cannon seems to be a little bit surprising. I think that as a kit holds its own. It's still a perfectly good model. The Knights, they were not particularly exciting models even when they were first released, so it perfectly makes sense to me why they would be making a comeback in a slightly different form. I hope they're not too elaborate. I like the fairly clean look to them, but maybe it'll give us some options like we used to have back in the day, of having Knights Panther, Knights of the White Wolf, and Reiksguard, maybe all as part of the same kit, so a little bit of options just to make things a bit more interesting. The other kit being mentioned is the Empire Militia kit. Now, this kit is 23, 24-ish years old. It has its origins in the Mordheim mercenary gang and was basically those models put together on a sprue, repackaged as a Warhammer unit. It's also a bit of a classic, so hopefully any redo is sympathetic to the nature of the Empire and isn't a massive rebrand in some weird and wacky, over-complicated direction. And finally, to top it off, there's a suggestion there's going to be a narrative book released 2024. We were told right at the start of the process of releasing the Old World that there would be narrative style, campaign style-ish books coming out. So it could be something really interesting to build up our understanding of the lore around this time. Having said all of this, I have managed to miss the Bretonnian rumour starting to circulate, which is the possibility of a new special character, which is the Bretonnian King. Interesting to see if that makes an appearance. So all in all, there's quite a lot to take an interest in, get excited about. Let's hope these things are true. Certainly, I think the information provided sounds plausible. It may well not be entirely accurate, but we can but see. If, however, we are looking at grains of truth or even some solid foundations of truth in these rumours, then it does suggest that we are now into a world where progress is being made, which would be absolutely cracking. If you enjoyed this roundup, or if you've got any comments to make, do let me know down below. I am Return to the Old World. Feeling excited? Have a great day.